I am optimistic. I was optimistic yesterday when I saw the case and I saw the brain and the amount of injury that had gone through. But overall, this is about as good as it's going to get.
Neurosurgery. And Dr. Reed, who spoke yesterday.
Some of the statistics for penetrating gunshot wounds to the brain are abysmal. We're talking 95% mortality in some papers, other papers 70%. So just the fact that she survived and on top of that is able to respond to our commands is miraculous.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you today Director Mueller from the FBI. As you can expect, the investigation is barely 24 hours old, and it's a little bit early to speculate on those motives. A woman who we have the name of but I don't have went up and grabbed the magazine and tore it away from him. While he was trying to put another magazine in, he was successful in doing that, which also had, I think, 31 bullets in it. There would have been a huge, greater catastrophe had he been successful in doing that. Fortunately, the spring and the magazine failed, and the two gentlemen were able to get it away from him and subdue him until the law enforcement people arrived.
Hello. 911, there was a shooting at Gateway.
Okay, what do you mean?
Ina and Oracle, where Gabrielle Giffords was. And I do believe Gabrielle Giffords was hit.
When I arrived to where the Congresswoman and some of her constituents and staff were, I noticed that there were people down. So what I started doing was checking pulses to see who still had a pulse. I only got to do about 2 before I realized that the Congresswoman had been shot. And then she became my first priority because of the severity of her wounds. So I started applying pressure to her wound and waiting so that I could get something to put on top of it, but until then I was just using my bare hands.
This is a young man who sat alone in class. He didn't appear to have any friends, certainly not in class. He didn't try to talk to anyone. He didn't try to befriend anyone. No one tried to befriend him. Of course, he had this sort of side to him that I think people were apprehensive of.
Thank you. Is everybody ready? You know, the primary thing here is to make sure that all members are coordinating their efforts with local police officials, which a lot of members do routinely.